This, what you see over here, is why we are commanded in Scripture not to love the world. 1 John 2:15. Love not the world. Well, I'm not saying this visual oversight or this visual representation gives it all away, shows everything in detail. Of course not. But this is an overview of what the world is. You can read about these three figures in the book of Revelation. Also, this is whom they call the Antichrist or Son of Perdition in Revelation 9:11. And this is a false prophet. And these are the gods of the world. You can see Anubis of Egypt over here. This is Neptune, also called the Flying Dutchman by the Dutch. This is the Baphomet over here. Jezebel, well, the whole clique of principalities, powers, rules of darkness, and evil in high places. You can read about it in Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. This is a paranormal world, which is under the administration of the false prophet. The false prophet falls under the beast, who is the second, and the enemy, the devil himself, he's at the top. But it's this guy here that executes everything. This one is running the paranormal world, while this one is running the shadow government, which consists out of the wizards, the handlers, and they both use often ignorant agents, which are organizations who execute and maintain their shadow operations like prostitution, extremist religions, extremist movements. Just a picture of Nazism over here, terrorism in general. And also in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry, you often see the one-eye symbolism, which refers to the eye of Apollo over here. And here you can see this is him as a Statue of Liberty, which was a gift of France to the United States. Well, here you have it. And please, not everyone in the world is aware of this, and not everyone is willingly giving homage to these gods, or they are in love with this abomination over here, because these two are Nephilim. But understand the following. This whole system over here is all about self-validation, which is the mindset of duality, which is how the fallen mind of man operates. And this is how all these beings here operate. And the shadow government is here to cause fear in the human population by keeping people divided and in conflict with one another. But how come that this operation keeps working? Because people keep seeking validation. And this attachment to the world, this attachment to self-validation, that is the love of the world. And that's what the Most High tells us not to have. Because the moment we remain in the mindset of duality, which is the mindset of self-validation, you're already trapped. And when you are trapped, you are under the power of this over here. Even if you are a believer, if you are not in agreement with Christ, and you're not willing to evaluate your way of thinking and to renew your mind, you fall under this deception over here. Again, this is just a small visual representation of how the world operates. Of course, not all details are placed over here, but I hope this reveals to you why the Most High tells us not to love the world. There's nothing wrong with enjoying music, movies, go on holidays, or to enjoy art. I mean, there's nothing wrong with any of those things, but the moment you are into self-validation, you're under this. Well, that being said, agree with Christ and be at peace.